very simple setting. It's probably the simplest setting we have in Urasenke. In front of Mihoko-san, you can see the hot water kettle. Normally we'd heat it on charcoal, but sometimes on electricity. Just behind the kettle or the tetsubin is a small container for tea called a natsumat. And behind that again is four implements, a chawan, a tea scoop made out of bamboo, and also a tea whisk made out of a single piece of bamboo. Underneath the tea whisk is a small cleaning cloth called a chasen. To Mihoko's left is a wastewater container or kensui, and in front of me is a small tray of sweets, of seasonal sweets. And we're sitting on a Persian carpet, and we're in a garden, or the Islamic view of heaven. So it's very appropriate. This very simple way of serving tea has all the virtues of the other ways of serving tea. So this very simple setting can be used in a tea room, or maybe used outside in a park or on a veranda. It can be either used on the ground or at a table, so it's very versatile. The seasonality is shown today through the decoration of the chawan, also maybe the decoration on the natsumat, and also the shape of the sweets today. We have small shells as one of the sweets. Shellfish are said to be more delicious in spring time, and that's why we're using them. And the other thing I'd like to add is our tea scoop today has a poetic name, and its name today is Yume, and this makes reference to the passing of our 15th Grand Master, Dr. Sen, and as a sign of respect.
Thank you very much.
Mihoko's now folding her personal cleaning cloth, and she'll purify the tea container. Although everything's perfectly clean, she'll clean it again in front of the guest as a sign of respect, and move it to a slightly different position on the tray, a position she can use it. Hot water is added to the bowl, and we use this for cleaning, but also warming the bowl. The tea whisk will be inspected, but also placing it in the water, the tines will absorb some water, so later on while she's whisking tea, the tea won't stick to or be absorbed into the tines. All Mihoko's movements are practical but smooth, and this aids to the state of mind of the guests. The host mentions to the guest to take a sweet.
Yes.
Please don't. That's okay. The amount of tea and water is quite precise. In this case, 2 scoops of tea. We also drink a thick tea called koi cha, which is quite thick and an acquired taste. And our tea school whisks quite vigorously and we make a lot of foam. We think the tea's more delicious. Mihoko will be able to smell the tea being whisked. As the front of the bowl is facing her, she'll rotate the bowl and present the front of the bowl to the guest. The guest will retrieve the bowl, or have it done for them. And then traditionally we would raise the bowl as in kancha, or gratitude to our God for the bowl of tea. And then rotate the bowl 180 degrees and drink from the back of the bowl. This is a sign of respect, but also there might be some delicate decoration on the front of the bowl. And in this case there is. The front of the bowl is presented back to the host, and she'll take the bowl and she'll keep making tea unless we tell her to stop. So when she empties the hot water from the bowl into the kansui, I'll say, "Oshimai kudasai." Please finish up. We don't expect you to do things our way because you're not trained.
Sorry, thank you.
So please be comfortable.
Okay, thank you.
Hot water is again added to the bowl, and the host will clean the whisk, inspect the whisk, and then there'll be a process of returning all the utensils from the positions they were being used at into the position they were bought in, or into the kazari position, the inspecting position. Arigatou gozaimashita.
ありがとうございました。
So that basically finishes the, and we won't go into other details because it's not appropriate, but that basically is the tea ceremony.
Thank you so much.
And it ends with the people leaving the tea room and going, and then the host may have a bowl of tea just by themselves in the tea room quietly, and just review how the event went, just quietly by themselves. Traditionally, the guests may return the next day and just say thank you, but that's etiquette down the line.
Thank you so much. ありがとうございました。Yeah, there was a very special moment. Yeah, I was a bit nervous, but I really enjoyed the experience. Yeah.
So tea can also be, it's very adaptable. It can be done between people who are, between you and your wife. With you could serve your tea to your wife, or you may serve tea in many occasions for many different reasons. Okay, so it's very adaptable and useful for many occasions. And even when you have a public event, some people who have no experience of it just get it. This is a spiritual drink, or this is special. This is
Right.
So just keep an open mind, and because when our brain is learning, it looks for trends. So anything familiar you see in a tea ceremony, like ceramics or food or sweets or the tea or maybe an object, just have that as your entry point into this new world. It's a little bit mysterious and hidden world, but it is actually quite sensible and utilitarian. There are secrets, and there's much to learn, but just go in through something you're familiar with. It could be a religion or an interest in anything. Just follow that through. There's many different facets, the tea ceremony. And as I said before, people enjoy it for many different reasons.
If you like to learn Urasenke tea ceremony, please visit our website.
On the 19th of October at Glebe Town Hall, we're having a public event where we'll be serving tea and you'll be learning how to whisk tea. Please join us if you want to.